Alrighty, one more lesson this week, and it is about factoring completely. What we mean by that is, I want you to look for a GCF first, and then you should look for a difference of squares, and then if it's not one of those, then it's probably just something that you need to do your area model for. Okay? So if it has two terms, you're definitely going to be stopping here with GCF or difference of squares. You use your area model when you have three terms. You use GCF and difference of squares when you have two terms. Okay, so I'm just going to break it down that way so that we're just not wasting time with when do I do this? What do I always use an area model? Not always. Alright, so let's take a look at one. I've got 3x squared minus 6x minus 24. So the first thing I want to always think about is, do I have a GCF? Well, yes, you do. This one has a GCF. And the GCF here for these three terms is 3. So I'm going to take the 3 out. They do not all have an x in common, so take out the 3. 3 times what is 3x squared? X squared. And 3 times what is negative 6x? Negative 2x. And 3 times what is negative 24? Negative 8. Hooray! This 3 that you took out, I want it to stay on the outside. So when you write your answer after doing your box, we're going to leave that there. It's got to be on the outside at all times. Don't lose him, okay? Alright, let's go figure this out. We're going to put our x squared in, put your negative 8 in, make an x. We are going to multiply to get negative 8x squared. You're going to add to get negative 2x. So let's think about things that are multiplying to give us negative 8x squared. So 8, we got 1 and 8. We've got 2 and 4. Yep, that's it. 1 and 8, 2 and 4. Alright, which one of those combinations gives you negative 2x? The 2 and the 4 will. Okay. The thing is, I need a negative 2x when I add those together. So I need this to be negative 4 and positive 2x. So I'm going to put my negative 4x in here and my positive 2x. And we're going to go and fill out the outsides. So x squared is x times x. X times what is negative 4x? Negative 4. X times what is 2x? 2. And 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. All is well. So coming back over here, don't lose your 3 that you took out, but I also have my x plus 2 and my x minus 4 from my area model. This is factored completely. I took out the GCF and I factored the rest. If you notice that you have a common factor inside one of these factors, then it's not done. It's not completely. And so we should go back to the drawing board. Alright, here's another one. I want you to hit pause and look for the GCF and then see if it's a difference of squares. If it's not, use the area model to factor what's left. So hit pause and go try that out. First thing is to take out the GCF. I notice they can all be divided by 2 and they all have one x in common. What's left over? 2x times x squared will give me 2x to the third. 2x times negative 2x gives me negative 4x squared. And 2x times negative 3 gives me negative 6x. In your box, you have your x squared and your negative 3. We are going to multiply to be negative 3x squared and add to be negative 2x. 1 times 3 is all our choices. So I need a negative 2x, so he's a negative 3x. So I'll go negative 3x and 1x. X times x is x squared. X times negative 3 and x times 1. 1 times negative 3, so it works. Keep the 2x on the outside. Now I have x plus 1 and I have x minus 3. This is completely factored. Yay! Alright, we are going to do that just one more time. This one is 4x to the third minus 4x. Our steps are: look for a GCF. See if it's a difference of squares or if I need to put it in the area model. I want you to take this problem and hit pause and see if you can find those things. Alright, the greatest common factor here is a 4 and an x. When I take out 4x, I need an x squared in there minus, did you see this? 1. Nice. Now, did you study your list of perfect squares? X squared is 1 is also a perfect square. It's 1 times 1. So I'm going to keep my 4x on the outside and I'm going to follow my pattern. X squared comes from x times x and 1 comes from 1 times 1. I need a plus and a minus and I'm done. I hope you did well at that. That was mixing and matching a couple of new things this week. Now there's a quizzes on here for you to practice this skill, and then you can take your quiz for this week. Alright, I hope to see you in class this week on Wednesday, or come and find me in Math Lab any day at 1 o'clock. Bye-bye.